You're back here in Davis Arena, ladies and gentlemen, 4400 Shepherdsville Road, a #1 contendership match between Tony Gunn and the new #1 contender, returning winner of the Nightmare Rumble in Bud Dwight. And this was all goaded on by
Mike Hayes. By Mike Hayes.
I know you don't like why I call you Captain Chaos.
Yeah, because I wasn't an officer in the military. I worked for a living.
Everywhere you go, you just rustle things up, you mess things up.
Yeah, and look at this. And now we have a great matchup between two great competitors on OVW television, thanks to your OVW heavyweight champion, Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes, I got to give you credit. You are a master at getting inside people's heads. Both of these men, Bud Dwight did not need to be fighting tonight.
Yeah, and I don't like the name Captain either. Like, he's not a serial mascot, Gilbert. If anything, he is the creator of chaos. How about a more dignified title for our OVW champion?
Hold on.
Thank you, Ted.
#1 contender's in trouble. Shoulders on the mat. Surgically repaired shoulders, I should say, on the mat of Bud Dwight.
I didn't say this, but I heard it on the street that Bud Dwight's shoulders are actually made of Play-Doh.
Okay.
Who did you hear that from?
It was a medical professional. I'm not going to say who.
McNaylor?
All right. It is true. It is true. And if you want to talk about being from the street, Gilbert, Bud Dwight is from Sesame Street.
Oh.
Bud Dwight sat on the shelf 2 of the last 3 years, particularly the last
toy
14
shelf.
months, with torn labrums, made a triumphant return as the last one standing in the Nightmare Rumble. And on February the 3rd, he is slated to face you, Michael Hayes, for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. But Tony Gunn's trying to rewrite that card.
And again, I know his shoulder is better, but you always have to wonder when something like that happens how easily it could pop out. I don't mean to agree with you, Michael Hayes and Ted McNaylor, but you got a point.
I'm going to find out how easily it'll pop out.
Doc, when you come back from a labrum, why don't you break down and dissect a labrum injury, how hard it is to recover from, and if you were ever back truly to 100%?
Well, the literature shows inevitably every time you tear the labrum, you are more prone to have it retorn. He not only tore it once, he tore it twice. And so his chances of having it retorn again, especially by the likes of Tony Gunn, are very, very high. You put him in the ring with Mike Hayes, it is 99.9% chance it's going to happen.
Gunn calls himself the best wrestler here, and you saw that butterfly-like maneuver trying to stretch out and, as you said, Doc, tear what is tender
now, Doc,
on Bud Dwight.
Matt, I believe I saw this on WMD. Don't quote me if I'm wrong here, but I believe you have a 5 times.
Hold on here,
shot.
Gunn's on top. Could he be pressing his way to the Saturday night special?
I believe you're much more likely to tear any muscle or break any bone in your body if you look like the 4th untalented member of Hanson, correct?
Oh,
that is absolutely true. And Bud Dwight is going to bop his way back to the loser's circle after this.
You two are
I'm
peas
going
in
to bop his goof to wherever he came from before.
He's in a pod here, aren't you? Irish rip into the turnbuckle here, but
hey, I will give it to Dwight. He's a hell of an athlete. Bud Dwight's a hell of an athlete, and I do got to be on all 5 of my toes at the Saturday night special. But all 5 of my toes are better than all 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know however many joints the man has in his body, but I know they're all crap.
We saw the kind of athlete that Dwight is at the Saturday night special, where he defeated really 34 other guys to be the last man standing in the biggest Nightmare Rumble in OVW history.
You talk about whether or not his shoulder can withstand anything. He just stood that.
He still has to survive Tony. Tony Gunn is Tony Gunn. He's shotgun Tony Gunn. Now, you say what you want about him. The last couple of weeks haven't been necessarily his weeks, but
and a stiff boot right to the chest of Tony Gunn. Could this be it?
See, look at the heart. Look at this. Look at the soul. Look at the fire in Tony Gunn. He's not just going to roll over anybody.
Gunn,
especially a Bud Dwight who's here because he can sell some tickets.
Gunn and Dwight had a rivalry of 2015 and 2016. Many matches that many considered matches of the year. Contests that people considered matches of the year.
Were those people blind? I mean, it's not,
But Dwight makes a good point. Gunn calls himself the best wrestler here, but Dwight has defeated Gunn twice for the television championship.
And they both think they're good, but I'm the champ. So what does that say?
But Dwight taking a chance here.
High risk. Will there be a reward?
Uh-oh, the shoulder. He's got him locked in the shoulder.
There it goes.
Snatched out of midair, and Tony
Play-Doh
Gunn
tearing.
Oh, this has got to be hurting him.
trying to lock in the bar. An armbar-like maneuver here is Tony Gunn. And Dwight is in the middle of the ring. Agony written all over his face.
Gunn is really wrenching down, pushing on that left shoulder blade.
Hey, give it up for Dwight, though. Look. The man's got some fight in
Oh,
him,
he's got
right?
the foot on the ropes.
Gunn with the wherewithal to know where he's at inside the ring at all times. He's using his big 6'4", 6'5" frame to get a bottom foot on the rope. But how much damage has already been done?
6'4", not 6'5".
Shoulders on the mat here.
Any chance I have to demote Bud Dwight, I'm going to take it. I can't stand his guts. I mean, for real.
What's your problem with Dwight?
What don't you like about him? He's a guy that likes to have fun.
Yeah, who cares? It's a wrestling show, not a fun show.
Last time I saw Dwight, the man was wearing Cart 2 underwear in the ring. I don't even know who let him in there.
Up, out, and over
That
the top
didn't look
rope
nice.
to the floor. Dr. McNaylor has got up from the commentary table to go get a closer look.
Doc, did Dwight's arms come off of his body when he fell out of the ring?
Unfortunately not. He still has them attached, but probably not for long.
Oh, again. You don't think that's funny? His shoulder just slammed hard into the ring post. That's not funny at all.
This is a man's livelihood. This is a man's career.
You shouldn't be in wrestling if you're worried about your health.
Again, 2 of the last 3 years, Dwight has been on the shelf after 2 surgically repaired labrums. Both shoulders are bad. And Gunn knows it. And Gunn just put his hands on an official here. Oh, wow.
The winner of the match via disqualification is Bud Dwight.
Gunn let his own anger
I wouldn't even do that.
get the best of him when he put his hands on an official.
Nope. I can't believe that.
Gunn had
I'm
Dwight in a
flabbergasted.
vulnerable position and got disqualified.